vehicles and abducting women. Only 6 houses are standing in that area. Now, aside that, there's so many of these attacks that go unreported. Like today, I was on a conversation with someone because I got a report about an attack that happened at Council around the Duse, Buari, these areas, and I hear that a lot of kidnappings go on in this area now. Recently, I think this happened where the lady was, I think, bathing her children. She had a 9-year-old and she had a smaller baby, so she was bathing her children, and they broke into her house, literally broke into her children. And then, when she was, a mother will always take me and leave my children, just take me and leave my children. And she kept pleading and all of that. And then, she was hit with a gun and she passed out. She was bleeding profusely and she passed out. And, they went away with her children. Now, they also contacted them to pay about 30 million naira for ransom, which I got according to intel from that area. They were asked to pay about 30 million naira for that, unless their loved ones would not be released. By the way, they left the smaller one in the bush somewhere because she kept crying, and I'm sure it was going to deter the operation or be it was going to disrupt the operation somehow. So they left her in the bush. They were able to recover that one, but the 9-year-old is still in the bush, and a couple of others as well within that community. They said it's called New Jerusalem. That's what that area is called. And then there's another area that's called Moko. They go into the houses of these people, broke the wall. For the one in Moko, they broke the wall, and then they went into the building and kidnapped, I think, a pastor or so. They kidnapped these people and they're seeking ransom. Now, a few of them have been able to pay ransom. I think it's left with just one person, but still the kidnappers are saying we're not releasing anybody unless everyone is able to pay their ransom. So these things are very painful incidents, and that's why we open up the phone lines here for Abuja now, so that if you have any area where these incidents happen, you can report them. This is a public space, and whether we like it or not, there are people who monitor, there are people who would listen, right? Like I said, the answers might not come almost immediately, but at least the government is aware, the security bodies are aware. If they are aware, they can strategize to now go over to these communities to see possible ways that they can sort these issues out. Okay, so as much as we don't think we're being heard, it's important that when the phone lines are open and you have incidents like this that are in your communities, do not let them go unreported. Your voice is the only thing that you have, and the moment that voice is taken away from you, there's little or nothing you can do to create a change or effect change in the areas that you love them to, to be. So please, this is me imploring you to always avail yourself the opportunity to make this report be put out there. Now, in relation to this story would be what the Niger State, the speaker of the representing Mariga constituency in Niger State, he put out his plans there to mass wed 100 orphans whose parents were killed or were attacked and killed by bandits. This is the speaker representing Mariga constituency, characterized the endeavor as part of his constituency empowerment. This is what the report says. This report was as at 11th of May, right? This month. He characterized that gesture as his endeavor to, as part of his constituency empowerment project, to ease the plight of the underprivileged. Now, according to him, he was speaking to reporters in Minna, the state capital. Sarkin Daji is his name. He assured them he would cover the groom's dowries, and he had obtained all the essential items for the collective wedding events. Now, according to reporters, the girls selected for marriage were chosen from a group of over, I think, 170. Now, although Sarkin Daji, who is the speaker, did not specify the age range of these girls he will be getting married to. Now, he would be, facilitating the marriage. Now, the speaker representing Mariga constituency, he characterized his endeavors, like I said, as part of his constituency empowerment project to ease the plight of the underprivileged. He disclosed that the Niger governor Mohammed Umar Bago and the emir of Kotangora would oversee the welfare of the female orphans during the collective marriage. Now, my issue is not the fact that this is being done, because I don't know what the culture is over there. I don't know what their practice, their religious or cultural practice is over there. So I don't even have a problem with mass wedding. It's the reason for mass wedding. That is where the uproar has come from, as an empowerment project to ease the plight of underprivileged people. Picture this. Someone who was in their house, and then their parents, they got kidnapped, the parents got killed eventually, and then they are alone. And to empower these people, marriage is what will be used to empower these people. A couple of us here has called and talked about how we need to hold local government, state government accountable for so many things, you know. And it was just last week I was talking about a certain speaker, I think this was Kano State now, who presented about 5,000 white clothes and clay pots for burial celebrations and all of that. And then when the story was blown out on the entire media space, he said it's something he has been doing before now, and it's not part of his constituency project and all of that. See, there's need to set a standard, and this is what I say here all the time. Set a standard so that these people know what they are working with, so they don't come up with projects like this, come up with projects that has zero to no impact on the lives and conditions of people as constituency projects, and the monies will be put in there, and later when they are being called to defend this budget, these things will be presented, these projects will be presented. You know, this is just a call, basically. This is a call. And when I saw this, and thankfully, we saw that the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, she sent a petition to the IGP, I think, Women Affairs. This is Uju Kennedy now. She petitioned the Inspector General of Police, IGP, requesting for a legal order to stop the speaker from overseeing the said wedding. Now, speaking at a press briefing yesterday, which was Tuesday, May 14th, Abdulmalik said that he had already made funds available to the girls' parents through the traditional leaders and clerics of the constituency, noting that he would not withdraw the funds. He also pointed out that this motive for wanting to sponsor the wedding was the state of poverty of the girls' parents, and not the constituency project as reported in the media, but it came from the speaker, of that constituency. Any which way, this is what we'll be talking about today on the General Open Banter, setting the standards for this, either local government, constituency chairman, or whatever it is, setting the standard for projects so they know what they're working with, not coming up with things that, I don't think are constitutional. That's for one. And secondly, things that will not directly affect the life of these people. Because I don't know if marriage is an empowerment, except I'm getting it wrong here. Let's get on with this conversation on 090-7353-0044 or 09087668888. Hello, good morning to you.
Thank you, Princess. God bless your heart.
All right, it's good to have you join us here.
Thank you, Obasanjo from Amali.
Obasanjo, it's good to have you. Talk to me.
Thank you. My sister, I don't know what we'll say today. Why? Because in a country where a lot of educational people are, and the country is keeping going like this, I don't know when are we going to repent for what we have done as a leaders. When are we going to repent? If we die, when you just meet God and say, I have repented to Nigerian after you have died? No. See, you see all these children, like in my community, I usually say this boldly. There is no primary school, there is no secondary school. Why? Because in all of this zone B, I am telling you, that you see it, that the speaker is talked about mass wedding. These are the children that they left. Like in my community, there's no school, there's no potable water, they have been captured. Some of them have died. They have left them hopeless. Nobody is taking care of them. Now, the privileged people like speaker that want to do the mass wedding, he has no option. Why? Because he don't want to spend money. He don't want to send them to various schools. That he took this. I want to do them. That is my constituency project. That is so. How do you even call this? Is it of stupidity stuff?
All right. You have to be very cautious. I tell you all the time. You can't use certain languages on radio. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Martha.
Hi, Salasi. Good morning to you.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Always appreciating us for giving us the privilege to call Eagle. You guys are still soaring higher by the grace of God.
Thank you.
The story you read, most especially starting with the first story, what happened in Katsina. Bandit in the Yarmalami village kidnapped over 80 people, and majority are women and children, and killing 4 soldiers. This is the insecurity we are talking about. Now, the America wanted to render help to Nigerians. The northern elders came and were condemning that we don't want to see American soldiers. They shouldn't establish their base. But what are the northern elder provide solution to the insecurity? See now, I want to travel. They have been warning me that I shouldn't travel. There is important thing that I need to travel to the far north. I'm telling you, they have been warning me. My family members say no. Just wait now. Whatever that you need through mail or through WhatsApp, send it. We are going to receive it. So these are the things. And the same thing happened in Zamfara. Terrorists invade. It's now over 500 people in Zamfara. In Zurmi local government, they invade over 50 villages in Zamfara. Yesterday in newspaper review this morning, Ehena told it. Now you are talking of kidnap in Abuja, New Jerusalem. That's in Bari.
Good morning, Martha. This is Alani from Central. I put it to the last caller that he's been misinformed. That very school he mentioned has been reopened about 11 months ago. And again, I'm challenging him to provide the name of the school, or you guys should verify. You know, we are not going to succumb to your emotional blackmail. You know that where you should recognize the government effort. I'm not from Niger State, I'm from Kogi. But Niger is part of Nigeria. And when the government has done enough, I think it should be unpatriotic for us to hold our hands and listen to people push missiles that the army is recording. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the of bad news.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, because of course efforts that the federal government has made were reported here, and it was reported when the camps were detonated and some of the trunks that they were using, to the war trunks, how is it called now, where they load weapons and all of that, the armor trucks were being also detonated right there by, I think it was Air Delta or one of those things. Hello, good morning to you.
I will not pray for Alani to be part of Odi, family to be part of what we have been seeing, or what Salasi or other people from Katsina. We are not the ones that write the newspaper. We are just I am living in the community where I don't have secondary school, where I don't have primary school, where I don't have water, where I don't have security. The police stations there is not there. So I am not praying for your family to be part of this. If you are any from the government, then we are telling you the right things to do. Tell your government that the people are in pain. People have been killed. Children are living in poverty. You are there in Abuja. Enjoy yourself. You can no longer even help.
All right. Thank you so much. So that we can let other people contribute to Obasanjo. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Masa. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Please, let's hear you. Keep it short, please.
That we are told. My name is Bibi Blessed. I greet our caller. I greet Salasi. You see what we are shouting. I don't hear whether you know what see happen for Cuba today. Rebirth now for issue of security. They talk to somebody for there now. We are not just talking what we are not seeing. We talk what we feel.
Okay.
Even though no happen for you, we happen for another person. We are talking, we are begging yes wicked today. We just call for people where they get.
Yes.
Sorry, just
no,
second. I beg you. I beg. 5 seconds, I beg. I won't go contrary. See, what you read in the news, is it lie that they didn't kidnap people in Zamfara or Katina? Now you hear what Bibi Blessing just mentioned now about the insecurity. See, I don't have first and second degree, or you know some people can write degree. You remember someone that claimed that he...
That's okay, Salasi. So let's just take other people. Let's have them contribute. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, it's been a while that I've not called. This is the Sabanet call.
Oh, Sabanet, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you. It's good to have you.
Good.
Talk to me.
I thank you for the way you moderate your program. I have a concern.
Okay.
I have a concern.
Okay.
The caller before last,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to mention names.
Okay.
The caller before last, I was not too happy with what he was saying. The fact that it has not happened to you does not mean that when others are complaining that it's a lie. We have different forums, like we have different mediums of getting our information.
Okay.
Some people firsthand because they are there.
Okay.
Some people on the social media that is more that you can substantiate what you saw on social media more than what people are
experience.
experiencing.
Okay.
I don't understand.